In other news, British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has sacked his Home Secretary, Suella Braverman. This follows her public criticism of the way police handled a pro-Palestinian march on Saturday. She had previously described demonstrations in support of Palestine as hate marches and mobs. Her departure comes as part of a wider cabinet reshuffle. Let's find out more with Sonia Gallego, who's in London for us. So, Sonia, after days of speculation about her future, Suella Braverman is out. Why did the Prime Minister act now?
Well, I think Mr. Sunak really couldn't ignore the signs anymore, really, not just from within his own party, but also what was coming from the police forces as well. There had been much concern, especially from within the police force, that their operational independence was being compromised with the rhetoric that was coming from the Home Secretary herself, the way she called police officers as having some kind of bias. Now, while she has managed to row back on this a little bit, she did give a note of thanks to the police officers for the way that they dealt with the marches over the weekend. She still remained quite vocal, quite full-throated about her opinion of them, calling them hate marches still. And it seems that this increasing divide between Suella Braverman's opinions and the opinion of those even within her own party, that she is perhaps causing more division, more trouble, as evidenced by the appearance of the far right on Saturday's march. And this is more trouble than it is worth for the Prime Minister.
So does this, Sonia, indicate a change in where the government is headed on this issue?
Well, it may not indicate a change as such. This evening, on Monday evening, the Prime Minister is actually going to be outlining his vision of foreign policy at a Lord Mayor's event, where he will be talking about exactly where he sees the UK in this. And in it, he's expected to underline and re-emphasise the importance of establishing a two-state solution in the Middle East, namely because of the fact that he will refer to the UK lawmakers who were responsible for writing that in the UN document. But they are likely to be not likely to be any other surprises, but it will actually refocus on how the UK is adamant in trying to make that two-state solution, there's two states, a reality rather than just a discussion with that as well. And of course, there is also the ongoing cries and of course the ongoing discussions for there to be the access to humanitarian aid. That is also being talked about more and more often, just like with France and the US as well. So the importance on human life being placed on this, as well as the definitive securing of that two-state solution.
OK, Sonia, thank you very much. Sonia Gallego, live for us there in London.